Hi, my name's Callum Richardson and I'm a filmmaker from Essex in the UK. Before I go any further, I should probably explain a little bit about exactly what I do. I'm a filmmaker on one side and I'm also a videographer. It all comes under the same bracket, but the videographer side counts towards corporate videos, promotional videos, generally things I'm doing for other businesses. The filmmaking side comes down to my own projects. I'm currently working on my first feature film and I've made web series in the past. I've made multiple short films at university. So that's kind of, in a nutshell, what I do. So what do I like about my work? Well, there's actually loads of things that I love about my work. First one being when you finally see a project come to the end of its journey. You spend hours, days, weeks, months, years sometimes on what you're working on, and it goes through so many stages and it can be such a long and overdrawn process. So to go from having that initial idea to creating it, to seeing it final and completed, it's absolutely an incredible feeling. And you sit there, you watch it, and sometimes you're more pleased than others, but you have a product that you've created. And yeah, it's brilliant. Another thing that I love is actually the pre-production process. When you are planning that project, whether that's a film or a music video, there's really is a world of possibilities at that stage, and you're going through the ideas, you're brainstorming, and it's really exciting because at that point it really can lead anywhere. Another really fun thing is when you're actually there on the day. You have to have the right crew and right people around you. People who you trust, who can carry the weight of the film with you. But that really is a fun experience, especially if you're shooting action scenes, which is probably one of my favourite things to do. I was in sixth form. I had picked 3 subjects to do. I had picked sociology, English literature and drama. Now, I enjoyed drama and English lit, but sociology really wasn't for me. I was doing it because in my head I kind of wanted to go into the police, and there I am, sat there in sociology thinking, God, this isn't for me, not knowing what I wanted to do and feeling quite confused. Now, a lot of my friends were doing media studies at the time, and films are always something I've loved. Going back to when I was a kid, I used to have boys' nights with my granddad where I'd go round his on a Monday and we'd just watch loads of films, usually ones that I picked, usually bad ones, but still that kind of fascination towards film really started at a young age. So I started media studies, and within maybe 2 or 3 months I absolutely knew that making films was what I had to do, and there was no other option for me in life. So I went to university, started making films there, filmed my own web series on the side, left university, started up my own production company, and have been making films ever since. And yeah, I've had no second thoughts. I know for me, when I first started out, I have lots of creative friends and people who want to go into creative industries, but I was the only one of my friends who wanted to do filmmaking, who wanted to go out there and create their own content. And I was always begging favours off of people. I still am, and you always will, especially when you're doing indie filmmaking. It's just favours after favours. But I was the only person doing it, and you feel very alone. So I spoke to a director who was working in the industry at the time, and he said if he was in my shoes today, he would go to film school, and he wished he did in the past, because you go to film school and all of a sudden you're surrounded by, for me, 60 other people. In my year that was, and there was a lot more in the course who also wanted to make films, and it was incredible. I'm sat there with all of these people who have the same goals and ambitions as me, and all of a sudden my resources expanded massively. I had lecturers to go to for advice who were industry professionals. I had all my other peers who were in the same boat as me, and from leaving university I have such a network of people to pull up on if I need someone to do this or that, if I need someone, a camera operator, if I need someone to do sound, if I need someone to take photos. So I think film school, certainly for me, and it would be my advice, is an extremely important part. But it all leads down to networking at the end of the day. You need to network, you need to get yourself out there and find them people who are doing what you're doing. Another little bit of advice I'd give if you're wanting to go into the film industry and start making your own films is you need to have thick skin. You know, we put our heart and souls into the projects that we do, and they are always going to get criticism, yeah, all the time. I have had some horrendous comments towards my films, things that make you think, why am I working in this industry? If my films are that bad, I shouldn't be doing this. But you just need to carry on, and just because someone said that to you, it doesn't mean it's right. You know, take that advice on board. Yeah, sure, that's a really big part of it, because the more people you listen to, the more ideas you're going to get, and the more, you know, the better your work is going to become. But don't blindly listen. Only listen to criticism from people that you respect. But like I said, have that thick skin. All you need to do is go online and listen to what other filmmakers, actors, musicians, to what other feedback they had in their early days. And so many of them were told, you can't do it, your films are bad, your music's bad. But they stuck at it. They said, no, I'm not going to listen to you. And they're in extremely successful positions today. So have thick skin, network, take advice from other people, and never give up. Never, ever, ever give up, because this is what you want to do. And if you give up, you're never going to be happy.